It's a chilly Friday evening as the sun sets over Mission Bay. A cluster of high school students are gathered near the starting line of a race. They laugh, roughhouse, and flirt, clearly nervous and excited before the run. While every runner follows some sort of training plan to lead them to a race, these kids' paths have been longer and mostly uphill. They go to Reflection Center, a special school in the Juvenile Court system.
They've experienced a lot of pain, and in running, you're voluntarily accepting pain, and it's the one sport where, you're voluntarily just sitting there accepting pain, and I think it's one chance that they get to overcome pain. And when they do that, they become empowered.
Michael Rowland is a probation officer at Reflection Center and helps start a running group at the school. He says running helps students by teaching them discipline, letting them set goals, and giving them an outlet. He leads the running group with Cindy Stallo, a teacher at the school.
It's kind of like this is their last stop, and the kids I see, they're 16, 17 years old. Some of them have a hard time with their academics, some of them just feel so beat down, so I feel like when there's something positive we can do for them, it's worth it.
Teacher Cindy, as her students call her, says she can see the impact of the running group in her classroom.
A lot of the kids too, they take medications for their depression and for their anger, and I feel like running is a huge outlet for them. So some of them, it's just really, I've noticed it's stabilized them and it's helped them be more motivated in school because they know they have to come in and get good grades and keep that up.
The running group goes out twice a week to do training runs, like running up and down the convention center stairs. You wouldn't expect many teenagers to willingly exercise unless they're on a sports team.
A few more seconds. Just stay up till I tell you.
Usually I was sitting in a couch eating potato chips, frosting, cake, cookies, and now I'm running instead of doing all those things.
You got this.
17-year-old Krista Ramirez loves the discipline that comes from running.
I've been more positive. I've been doing more schoolwork because it clears your mind. You become very calm, and then on top of that, it helps your mood too.
15-year-old Dylan Snyder is one of the best runners in the group. He says gang activity brought him to Reflections, and running club is helping him cope.
You just don't have to think about where you're at and everything. You just get to think that you're basically free because whenever you run and everything, whenever we go out as a group, it basically does seem like you're free. It doesn't seem like you're on probation or nothing. So,
while students often only stay at Reflections for a few months, the running group continues. Students can only run if they have good behavior at school, and just a few students have been asked to leave the group. New runners can join when they start the school and train for races, including some 13-mile half marathons.
And it doesn't matter if they're the fastest one there. Every kid that we've ever taken in a race gains something from it, and that they'll have forever. And I'm pretty sure that none of them would ever do something like that on their own, but they'll always remember that.
Back at Mission Bay, Snyder, Ramirez, and some of the other students pile out of a county probation van. They're eager for that good race feeling. The 3.1-mile Fearless 5K cut entry fees and still gave them official race t-shirts. Some of their parents have even come to watch them accomplish their goal. The group clusters at the starting line, and then...
Take your mark. Go!
The students take off, some fast, some slower, as they cover the path around Mission Bay. Just 25 minutes later, the first of the group, Dylan, crosses the finish line. His other teammates trickle in behind him. They're sweaty, out of breath, and tired, but you can also see the feeling of accomplishment that their teachers described.
They're so used to making mistakes and making poor choices that they think running club just sounds cool because they get out of school and then they realize, oh, this is something that feels good. And it doesn't take drugs, it doesn't take, all the negative influences to do something that feels good.
Claire Trageser, KPBS News.